You've walked through the fire, haven't you? Believing the weight of your destiny was all on your shoulders. You felt the heat, you carried the burden, and you cried out, wondering when it would ever end. You felt forgotten, forsaken even. But I'm here to tell you something with the authority of heaven. The hardest part is over. You've done your part. You held on through the darkest nights. You've wrestled and you have persevered. And now, God takes over. You didn't stumble upon this message by accident. This is a divine appointment. God brought you here because an extraordinary shift is unfolding in your life, and He needs you to understand the season you are now entering. The time of your silent striving is finished. Let's be honest, the journey has been painfully lonely. You've felt like a stranger in your own world, misunderstood by the very people you thought would be cheering you on. You carry a vision inside of you that others can't see, and because they can't see it, they've dismissed you, judged you, or maybe even betrayed you. You've smiled in public while your heart was breaking in private. You've given encouragement to others from a well that felt completely bone dry. The path of the chosen is often marked by this deep isolation. It's a path of being set apart, and that separation can be agonizing. You've questioned your sanity. You've wondered if you just imagined the call of God on your life. The enemy has whispered lies to you in the dead of night, telling you you're disqualified, that you're not good enough, that your mistakes have ruined God's plan. You've been in a spiritual wilderness, going in circles, seeing a promise on the horizon only for it to vanish like a mirage. You felt a deep hunger for what's right, a burning passion for truth, yet those very qualities have often put you at odds with the world. This feeling of being different, of seeing what others don't, isn't a curse, it's a mark of your calling. You've been in a season of intense pressure, a time where your faith was the only thing you had left. You've prayed prayers that seemed to hit the ceiling and fall right back down, unheard. But every tear was a seed, every prayer was recorded, every moment you endured was a testament to the strength God placed within you. You didn't break, you didn't give up, you did the hardest part. But now, everything changes. A new season isn't just coming, it is here. The heavens are declaring a verdict over your life. The period of intense, character-defining trial is officially closing. This isn't just a hopeful thought, it's a prophetic decree. The spiritual atmosphere over you is shifting, and the grace for your next level is being released right now. The season of your wilderness wandering is over. The season of being hidden in the shadows, overlooked and undervalued, is over. The season of striving in your own strength is over. What you've been trying to build with your own two hands, God is about to establish with His outstretched arm. The doors you've been knocking on, trying to force open, are about to become irrelevant because God is opening a gateway that no man can shut. This is the divine takeover. It's the moment where your faithfulness in the struggle meets God's sovereign power. You've been faithful with a little, and now God is making you ruler over much. You've shown that you'll trust Him in the famine, and now He's ready to lead you into the feast. You did your part. You held on. You kept the faith, even when it was just a flicker. And now, the Lion of the tribe of Judah roars over your situation, and your enemies will scatter. You've been asking, God, why? Why the pain? Why the rejection? Why the delay? And now, He's giving you the answer. What you didn't realize was that the struggle wasn't a punishment. It was your preparation. It wasn't a sign of God's absence, but the very evidence of His close involvement in your destiny. God allowed the fire not to consume you, but to refine you. Just like gold is heated to an intense temperature to burn away every impurity, you have been in the furnace of affliction. God was using the pressure to purify your heart, to burn away pride, to remove your dependency on the approval of others, and to forge an unshakable trust in Him alone. The struggle you endured has chiseled your character, sculpting you into a vessel of honor that can carry the weight of the glory that is about to be revealed. You are part of a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation. This identity isn't given lightly. To be a king and a priest in God's kingdom requires a character forged in the fires of adversity. Just look at the patterns. Joseph was chosen for a palace, but first he had to endure the pit and the prison. David was anointed king, but first he had to be hunted like an animal in the wilderness. God's chosen people, Israel, had to be tested in the desert before they could enter the promised land. Your wilderness had a purpose. Your season of being misunderstood was a classroom. Your silence was a crucible. God was teaching you to hear His voice when all others went silent. He was training you to draw strength not from outside validation, but from His presence within. What the enemy meant to destroy you has actually qualified you. The trauma wasn't meant to silence you. It was meant to give your voice a weight and authority it could never have had otherwise. You weren't being forgotten. You were being hidden for a holy purpose, prepared to be revealed at the perfect time. This is why being chosen isn't about your own perfection. It's by God's grace for a divine purpose. You didn't choose Him, but He chose you and appointed you to go and bear fruit that will last. That long, difficult season was making sure the fruit you bear will have the substance to endure. So what does this divine takeover actually look like in your life? God is saying, prepare for the suddenlies. Prepare for my swift and undeniable intervention. I am about to do a new thing, and it will spring forth right before your eyes. God is saying that the walls of opposition that have stood before you like Jericho are about to come crashing down, not by your might, but by the sound of His voice. The people who gossiped about you, misunderstood you, and wrote you off are about to witness the undeniable favor of God on your life, and they will know that your promotion came from Him alone. God is saying that financial blockages are breaking. He is releasing resources from unexpected places. Where there has been lack, there will be overflow. This isn't just for your comfort, but for funding your kingdom assignment. He is your ultimate provider, and He is about to show Himself strong on your behalf. God is saying the confusion that has clouded your mind is being replaced by divine clarity and supernatural strategy. You will wake up with ideas, plans, and solutions that could only have come from the throne room of heaven. Your steps are being ordered, and the path forward is being lit up. God is saying that divine connections are being orchestrated. He is removing the wrong people from your life and bringing in the right people, destiny helpers, mentors, and kingdom-aligned partners who will celebrate, support, and run with the vision He has given you. God is saying that your voice, which has been silenced and ignored, will now carry a divine authority that cuts through the noise and commands attention. When you speak, people will listen. Your words will carry the power to bring healing, deliverance, and breakthrough to others. You are being called out of darkness into His marvelous light so that you may proclaim His praises. This isn't a distant hope. This is a present reality. The takeover isn't on its way. It has begun. If you feel this word resonating deep in your spirit, if you're ready to stop striving and start abiding, if you're ready to let go of the control you thought you had and step into the reality of His control, I want you to make a declaration of faith right now. Type, "God takes over," in the comments below. Let this be an anchor for your soul and a message to the heavens that you are in agreement with what God is doing. And if this is your first time here, subscribe and join this family of chosen ones. Entering this new season requires a shift in how you carry yourself. Your role is changing. You've been a warrior, fighting day and night. Now, God is calling you to be a receiver. You've been a laborer, toiling in the field. Now, God is inviting you to be an heir, walking in your inheritance. This doesn't mean you become passive. It means your action is now a response to his lead, not a desperate attempt to make something happen on your own. Your prayer life changes from begging to thanking. Your mindset shifts from survival to abundance. Your identity solidifies from someone who is trying to become to someone who simply is, chosen, appointed, and empowered. Living in the divine takeover means surrender. It means trusting God's timing, even when it doesn't match your own. It means obeying His instructions, even when they don't make logical sense. Your struggle built the spiritual muscles needed to carry the blessings that are coming. Now, you must learn to walk in them with grace and humility, always pointing the glory back to the one who made it all possible. It's a move from striving to abiding in Him, knowing that He is the vine and you are the branch, and apart from Him, you can do nothing. Your job is no longer to produce the fruit, but simply to stay connected to the source. So, chosen one, let this truth settle deep into your spirit. The weight is lifted. The hardest part, the part where you had to hold on in the dark with nothing but a promise, is over. Your faithfulness has been seen, your endurance has been noted, and your promotion has been decreed. You have been tested and found worthy, not by your own perfection, but by your refusal to let go of God's hand in the fire. You are not forgotten. You are being positioned. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are not an outcast. You are a forerunner. God is taking what the enemy meant for your humiliation and turning it into your elevation for His glory. From here on out, the battles are not yours. They are the Lord's. Your only job is to stand still, walk in obedience, and watch the salvation of your God unfold. I want to pray a blessing over you right now. Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for this chosen vessel hearing this message. I thank you that the season of their intense trial has come to its appointed end. I declare that the divine takeover begins now. I release a grace for them to surrender, to trust, and to receive all that you have for them. May their minds be filled with peace, their hearts with courage, and their path with your marvelous light. Let your kingdom come, and your will be done in their life, on earth as it is in heaven. Amen. Remember who you are. Walk in your authority. The takeover has begun.